she's just, I don't know. I think, I don't know. She feels like she won something. So, you know, which, the only thing good that she got out of the situation was she gets to be around my kids. Okay? And I feel my own way about that situation too, because you played a part in breaking up the kids' family, and you're around my kids. I mean, let's just look at it like what it is. It is what it is, okay? She played her part in destroying. Now, we played our parts too. Don't get it wrong. I'm not discrediting that. But she played her part in destroying the kids' family. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I will sit my kids down one day and I will tell them. We will talk about all of this. You know what I mean? She said a different narrative would be healthy. There is no other narrative. What's the other narrative? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. What am I going to sugarcoat it for? It is what it is. It is what it is when it comes to Liv, right? So why isn't it is what it is when it comes to other people? That's what it is. So I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. And like I said, maybe if I was darker skin color, then people would, you know, women would see this differently. I'm talking about the women that don't like me. You know, the women that want to talk big this girl up. I think it's really like it's a skin color thing. Because whenever I see or whenever I hear this bullshit, whenever I'm written on Instagram about it, oh, she's a black queen and I could never. Bitch, please. I'm all of a black queen that the next bitch is. What you mean? I'm sorry that you don't see me like that, but that's what I know I am. So, that's on period, point blank, okay? But no, what she did, that's not really queen status. I don't care what skin color you are. That's not a queen. That's a peasant gunning for the queen, if you ask me. But that's okay. She feels like she won something, and he feels, you know, I guess he won something. He won somebody he got with somebody who will really put up with his shit. You know, who will really allow him to cheat. Because, girl, but I was the same way. I allowed him to cheat. You feel me? But I had 3 kids, you know? So it is what it is. Honestly, I just want my kids. You know, I don't care about that relationship. I already know his next moves. Like I said, everything's for social media. Everything's to hurt me, okay? Since he cannot hurt me, let me tell you how the next couple years are about to play out, okay? We're about to get a divorce. He's about to turn around instantly, propose to her, and then marry her. All to hurt me, okay? Let me just get this out the way, because it's going to be very social media. It's going to be in the public, okay, publicized. Because I know how he works. I know his next moves. He's so predictable. So just know that's about to happen, and just know that I don't give a fuck. I do not care. You know, I want the process to go quicker so you can do what you want to do. Baby. Girl, please marry him, okay? And I'm not saying this badly. I'm just saying, I want him to be happy. And if he's happy, that's all that matters. But, like I said, he needs to be fair. He needs to understand that no matter what, I'm the kid's mother, and the kids love me. My babies love me. Every time I talk to them, Mommy, I want to come home. I know you do. I know you do. You gonna come home. So, another thing that's being said is that I was ordered to be off of social media. Look it. If you don't know, stop talking. You guys don't have to assume. You guys don't have to listen to a non-credible source. Honey, everybody just needs to shh. Everybody just wait for Liv to speak. Wait for Liv to speak. Because I'm going to tell y'all what it is when I feel like it. Okay? Was I ordered to not be on social media by a judge? No. I got on social media because I wanted to. Like I told you guys in the video. Like, are you listening? I swear I be telling y'all things, and people just flip it and dip it and make their own storyline. Like, I just told you I'm getting off social media because I didn't want to do YouTube anymore. I really didn't. I still don't know if I want to. But I knew I wanted to do this live because too much bullshit is being said, and it's not correct. It's not correct. yeah. Let me see what y'all saying in these comments. 32 coins in this in the jar. That's funny. Speak your truth. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going because I haven't said anything. You know, I haven't said anything. I've just been sitting here quiet, letting people lie. But one thing I do want, when I show the proof that I have not been on drugs, I already told y'all this, but I'll show you proof. I do want an apology. I want an apology woman to woman. And I want people to open up their minds. Be like, wow, maybe people do lie on Liv. Maybe people do make up rumors just to make her look bad. Okay, because listen, there's many bad moms that y'all want to call me. Do you understand that this whole summer, I could have been partying my ass off, doing drugs, going here, being with this man, that man, this man. Like, I literally could have went balls out crazy. Literally. Why not? That's how they make me out to look. Like I'm just this loose cannon, don't have no direction, out here losing my mind. Like, girl, spiraling out of control. No. It is very much evident that I wanted to be in a relationship. I wanted to love somebody. I wanted to have somebody love me back and treat me good. Like I thought I was ready for that. I thought I was like, you know what? I'm over, you know who. Girl, I've been over him. And it's like, why can't I get in a relationship? Like, I want to be in a relationship. That's like unheard of if the woman wants to move on and be in a relationship, but the man can be in a relationship. What the fuck? Girl, boo. No. I'm not going to let people just want. No, because look, when I don't speak on it and people wonder and assume, they make up lies and rumors. And I don't like that. That's cool for a little bit, but no. Boo. Not gonna keep lying on me. What you mean? You're not gonna keep lying on me, honey. And you making money off your lies? Girl, I'm gonna make money off my truth. What you mean? So I very much wanted to be in a relationship. Did it work? No. I didn't want to be out here, hot girl simmering it up, sleeping with this dude, entertaining this man, entertaining that man. No. Like I like to be a one-woman man. I mean, a one-man woman. A one-woman man, honey. You guys understand what the fuck I'm trying to say. But that's what I like, you know? Now, in the past, she said I was thinking about Christian Mingle. Girl, in the past, have I done things that were out of character? Yes, I have. I have, because look, I'm sorry, I got an excuse for it. It's not an excuse, and I shouldn't have did that. I should have went another route. I see where I fucked up, and I take accountability for it, but it is what it is, right? So in the past, I shouldn't have cheated, and I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have stooped to another person's level, but I did, you know? But that's not my character. I'm not a cheater. I feel like when you find somebody you love, that's special. Like, that's special to be the only one who gets their body, and they're the only ones that get your body, and you guys share that bond, that closeness. Like, I like that type of shit. That's the type of shit that turns me on, not screwing everybody. What you mean? Despite what y'all want to say and blah, 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 blah. No. Sorry. Okay? And like I said before, there was 2 men in my life. You guys saw both men. Other ones that come out the woodwork talking about this, that, and that. No. There was 2. There wasn't every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Everybody wants to say I was just busting it wide open for everybody. I wasn't. But if I was, that's my business as a grown-ass 31-year-old woman. Anyway. Excuse me. So, anyway, it just didn't work out that way. I'm fine. I'm happy with where I'm at right now. I needed this live. I'm happy with where I'm at right now. I'm appreciative to God, okay, for all of the lessons and all of the blessings. Girl, what you mean? I'm still being blessed every day, okay? And you will continue to be blessed as long as you continue to be the best person that you feel like you can be. Okay, we're not perfect. We're gonna make mistakes. But every day when you wake up, just try to be the best person that you can be. Okay? And roll with the punches. You fuck up, God needs to teach you something, you take that shit. And you either learn from it or you keep repeating the same shit. Okay? That's on you, sis. But I'm not repeating the same mistakes anymore. I'm done. That was fun to be with people who didn't appreciate me and being around people, you know, the chase and the this and the that and the struggle love and the ghetto love and the this and the that. Okay, that was fun. It was fun. But I'm good. I'm good. Nah, I'm good. And some people stay in struggle love for their whole life. You know, some people don't ever get out of that. And I pray for y'all too. I pray for y'all too. You're not any less of a human being because you're still in your struggle love. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to down you because you just haven't seen the light yet. You just haven't seen the light, sis. You will or you won't. That's your life. And I'm not God and I cannot judge you. And I won't. I have my opinions. I might talk my shit, but I promise you, you're not going to hear it because I don't live my life trying to hurt other people. That's not my goal in life. I wasn't taught that shit. If I have I'm a human being. I might have negative shit to say about a certain situation, but that doesn't mean I need to voice it to the world. I don't have to belittle another person to make myself feel better. I just don't need to do that anymore, ever again in my life. And when you have that mentality, that's when you really know you healed from some shit. That's when you really know, I don't need to be going back and forth with you. I don't need to hurt your feelings because you hurt my feelings. I don't need to do none of that. She's like a one-woman man. I can just wish you well and keep it moving. Period. So before you guys start, you know, checking people's healed meters, trying to tell people, oh, you're not healed. He's healed, but you're not healed. He's moved on, but you haven't moved on. I'm going to need everybody to, you know, look at the actions. Look at the actions. Don't be biased. Don't just go off of how you feel. You need to go off of proof. And yeah. So, like I said, Liv needs direction, not to be criticized by everyone. If you can't reach out a hand, then don't speak. Yeah, that's true. But I have come also to the realization that people are so hurt. People are so bitter. People have their own situations going on. So getting on social media and tearing a person down day in and day out and cracking jokes and laughing, and let me tell you something, that shows so much more about that person than the person that they're talking about. Okay, they can talk about a person all day and all night and around the clock. You're not showing nothing, but you're miserable. You're miserable. You don't have no life. Maybe there's things that you're not happy with in your own life. So it makes you feel good to come onto social media and degrade and make fun of another person. And once again, I'm not sitting on a high horse acting like I never did anything like this. I've talked down to people and I've tried to hurt other people's feelings. I'm not saying I haven't done that before. And that's why I'm speaking from experience. I know what you're going through, sis. I know there's something not right. There's something going on to make you have to do live after live after live talking about somebody that you've never met a day in your life. Never met a day in your life. And yeah, I understand that this platform, you make money off of your videos and you make money off of talking about people. But there's something called human decency. You feel me? And there's something called, you know, just being a good person and not allowing yourself to stoop so low for a dime. You feel me? Once again, I'm not speaking from a high horse. I think I've stooped low for money. You know what I mean? I've come on this platform and I've showed things that maybe I shouldn't have showed for money. Sure. Not in that way. Not trying to belittle somebody else. Maybe belittling myself in my own situation. But whatever. Like I said, we all have our own paths. We all are on this journey. So don't let a stranger make you bust hell wide open. What? Well, it's late though, guys. Hey, for welcome. Nobody knows what's happening behind closed doors but you. I know. And that's why I had to come, and that's why I had to speak my truth, because it's not okay. And trust me, Olivia, you are a queen, and you are beautiful. Love will always come your way. Put God first. Yes, 100%. Thank you, baby. Hey, girl. Peace and blessings to you and your family. Stay strong. Thank you, baby. Whatever you choose to do, I truly wish you and your babies the best in life. I wish you nothing but happiness. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Katie. They try to make you seem like something you ain't. Everyone just needs to stop judging, because we are not perfect. No. And like I said, when talking shit don't work, they start lying, okay? And look, if you know me, and if you know what I'm about, you've seen me throughout the years, you know that I'm a mother before I'm anything, okay? And the fact that people took it upon themselves this summer to try to hurt me behind my kids, behind me not having my kids, is really, really sick. They tried to criticize me being a mother. They tried to make this side chick of a woman, they tried to put her in my place. Like, I think that was one of the most sickest things I've seen, because I'm just like, what? Like, one of the things I've heard is, this woman has done more for your kids this summer than you've ever done for your kids. You know how bizarre that statement is? You know how bizarre that statement is? First of all, let me explain something to you. And you don't understand this. That was probably somebody who said that who don't have kids. When you birth a child, and I'm not saying this to prove a point, I'm saying this to stand up for all the moms, the mothers, okay? That's a whole nother word that people don't even understand. Mother is a strong word, and I take my job so serious, okay? I'm speaking from a person who has pushed out a child and who has a mother, okay? Let me tell you something. From the moment you are pushed out of this world, you are forever indebted to your mother. Whether you like her, whether you think she's a good woman, whether you bond with her, whether you have a, whatever. Your mother gave you life, okay? And that's not something we hold over our kids' head. I mean, girl, maybe sometimes, you know, when they're acting up, boy, I gave you life. Don't play with me, okay? So, please stop playing with me, okay? With these dumbass comments and remarks. I'm gonna say this, not only to her, but to any woman who thinks that they can take a spot of a mother, especially a mother who actually loves their kids. I understand if you're a deadbeat mother, you've never been there, you left your kid, blah, 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 blah. Sure. But even in that situation, you always still love your mama. You always want to find your mama. You always want to be loved by your fucking mama. That's your mama. You don't have two mamas. You got one mama, you got one daddy. Okay? So, these games and these mean words that you guys try to hurt me with, they don't hold nothing over here, because I know what it is. I'm an actual mother, and it's reality. There's reality, and then there's false reality. I live in the reality. I live in the real life, real world, okay? So, I know that I birthed 3 angels onto this earth. They're my babies. I love them to death. And that's just all there is to it. You know what I mean? And to other people who try to hurt me behind me being a mother, I pray for y'all. I pray for y'all. Because that is some evil-ish that you gonna need prayer for, honey. You gonna need some prayer for that. If you laugh behind this shit, you celebrated, you rejoiced, you cracked a joke about a woman feeling pain that she couldn't be around her kids, me crying myself to sleep at night just because I cannot hold my now 3. But at the time, my 2-year-old baby, I couldn't hold her. I couldn't be around her. I couldn't hold none of them. If you laughed at that shit, that's straight evil. That's some type of evil that I've never even conjured up in my head. I could never. Because there's nothing funny about that. There's nothing, that's when it goes overboard. It's like, okay, this ain't funny no more. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, I was raised different. I was raised with respect. I was actually raised right. The fact that I've made my mistakes and I've showed my ass and I've done dumb things, that's my choice. That's not, I guess it is kind of a reflection of my mom, but in a sense, it's also not. Because I'm a grown-ass person and I make my own choices. But best believe, I was raised correctly. I was instilled, like, morals and being a good person was instilled in me. Have I always acted upon what I was taught? No, because I'm flawed. But I always come back to that person, you know, that humble person, that person that knows right from wrong, the person that does have morals, because that's what I was raised with. My mother was not a drug addict. You know what I mean? People even try to crack on my mother. My mom wasn't a drug addict. Are you dumb? Don't even, like, people, like I said, people say things to hurt me. They say the worst things ever to hurt me. But you're wrong. And it's not okay. It's not okay to say these things and make up these lies and joke about this bullshit. A person can look however they look. Whatever they look like. That doesn't mean you can make rumors and lie and joke and kid. There's actually mothers really out here that do struggle with addiction, that do go through that. And it's not funny to make fun of that, number 1. And number 2, it's very disrespectful. You know, it's very disrespectful. Like, I would never get on here and talk about somebody's mama. Like, what's wrong with you? what's really wrong with you, sis? Like, I'm talking to the women. Like, people want to point the finger at me all day long. But while people are sitting there on their hour, you know, these hours and hours of videos that you guys do you ever look in the mirror and see yourself? Or is it just talk shit? That shit is so sickening. Like, I wouldn't even be able to live with myself getting on here and talking about somebody's mama. Let alone talking about somebody's children and rejoicing and throwing up glasses and bottles and ha ha ha, she lost her kids. Like, that's where it got sickening to me, y'all, if you want to know. Like, people are like, oh, you're embarrassed. You're this. I ain't embarrassed about shit. Because I know I'm a human being. And I know that I make mistakes. My mistakes aren't your mistakes. Your mistakes aren't my mistakes. But we both make mistakes, sis. Okay? Embarrassed about what? I don't care about people coming on here making lies about me and talking about this and talking about that. Like, that does not define who I am. That defines the person that's talking more than anything. You know? And trust me, I have the platform, I have the people, I have the everything where I can come on here and I can really dog mother effers out. What you think? I can't talk about you? They talked about Jesus, honey. I can talk about you. I can talk about anybody. But for what? I have to be really irritated by some shit to ever spend my time talking on somebody, on their flaws and what's wrong with them and what's this. Baby, that ain't my business. That ain't my business. And I don't care. Somebody said you do. No, I don't. Nope. Listen, I'm going to explain this to you because you seem like you're a couple cents shy of common sense, honey. Like I said, nobody sees what other people do. They only see what I do. If I said anything about somebody's mother, it's because it was the truth, okay? Okay? I don't just come on here and call somebody mama a drug addict and it's not the truth. If I said anything about anybody's mother, it was, number 1, because the mother probably disrespected me in real life, not social media, real life. Okay, that goes for anything. If I talk about, I'm going to say anything. If I talked about anybody, trust and believe, I was disrespected to the fullest first. Because I don't go out my way. Once again, I don't go out my way to hurt people's feelings. I don't need to. But if you're going to constantly talk about me, put me down, I was even threatened, ran up on by somebody's mother that I have talked about on my platform one time. Okay, slipped out. I'm a human being. You know, people are lucky that I didn't slip out more. You feel me? But I'm allowed to slip. Everybody else slips, but I can't slip. It happens. Like I said, I don't need to down talk people, and I don't need to shit on people. But what I will do is stand up for myself, talk my truth, say what happens, and keep it the fuck moving. That's another swear. You feel me? No one is going to stop that. And that's what I felt like happened a lot in my past. People didn't want me to speak my truth. You know, they could hurt me. They can do whatever they wanted to me. But don't you dare talk about it, Olivia. Don't you dare tell people what I do to you. Don't you dare tell people what I do for you. I mean, what I do to you. That's supposed to stay behind closed doors. Don't talk about what my mama did to you. Don't talk about what anybody did to you. No. No. That's suppression. You're not going to suppress me anymore. Nobody's going to. And I was just to tell people, if you don't want people to know what you do, don't do it. And then I won't talk about it. Period. And there's a lot of things that I didn't talk about. There's a lot of things that y'all don't even know. Okay? So, boo. Anybody that wants to throw it in my face, oh, you did come on here and talk about people. Yeah, because I was fed up. Enough is enough. I'm going to stick up for myself. I'm going to talk my shit. I am a human being. What in this world do you guys not think that I'm a human being? I'm not raised up here on some fucking godly level. I'm not God. Okay? I'm a human being. I'm flawed just like you. You don't want me to talk shit? Don't get me to that point. Don't press the bear. Don't poke the bear enough times. You feel me? So, yeah, pretty much. You're a survivor and this too shall pass. Yes, thank you so much. I am a survivor. Yep, sure am. I believe that. And nobody is going to take that away from me. Don't stoop down to their level. I won't. And you're 100% right, baby. Lauren, you're 100% right. As long as it's good for you, it's good. But the problem with that is that you can do that. You can't do that. If it's wrong for others, it's wrong for you. Oh my God. I just said that. Do you guys not hear what I say? I feel like some people just don't want to hear what I say. It is wrong. And two wrongs do not make a right. But if you're going to hold me accountable, you're going to hold everybody accountable. This isn't just blame everything on Liv. We're not playing that game no more. But yes, two wrongs. Let me say this for the person who didn't understand me. Two wrongs do not make a right. And just because somebody shits on you, it is not okay to turn around and shit on them. You would think, right? You would think, get even, right? That's our humanly instinct. But it's not right. So, with that being said, you're right. It's not right. But if we're going to hold one party accountable, we're going to hold everybody accountable. And that's on what? That's on per. Okay? Because these little smart-ass comments and people talking about, oh, Olivia does this and you do this. Okay, well, what did the other person do? Are you holding them accountable too, or are you just looking at what I'm doing? I can sue for cyberbullying and defamation, definitely. Especially people talking about drug allegations and trying to put that on me. Oh yes, I can sue. And best believe, I'm getting to that point because it's not okay. It is not okay. Thank you. Yes, glad to see you too. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to speak on my children right now and what's going on with my children out of respect for my children, okay? Because I think along the way, JERROD and I and other people who speak on my children, we forgot that we're not respecting my kids. All of us. Let's all take accountability because nobody in this situation is respecting my kids and their privacy, okay? I'm telling you guys, I've realized a lot. I've realized a lot of shit. okay? And it's not trying to put it on nobody else. I said me too, okay? I'm taking accountability. And that's why I have not come on here and spoke about my kids. Because, first of all, it's somebody's fucking business. Number one. This whole thing shouldn't have even been on social media. But let me tell you something. Their father is going to keep trying to publicize everything. Because like I said, this is a game at this point, and this is the only way he can hurt me. Okay? This is it. You want to talk about people trying to do things to hurt other people? I don't need to hurt him. I don't need to. I already see the hurt that he's going through. I don't need to do anything to hurt him. Maybe once upon a time when I was back in Texas, maybe I was doing things to go out of my way to hurt him. But I'm telling you right now, in this present day, the way I feel about him and this whole situation and everything that I've been through, I don't want to hurt him. I don't care to hurt him. I don't care to have anything to do with him, like, ever again in my life. I wish him the best, but it's all the negative BS from his side, him and her and, you know, other people that want to speak on this situation and put my kids out there. You know, there's so much that I can say to this woman. You know what I mean? I can be a bitch. I can go in on her. Because like you guys, like I said before, you guys don't know what was said between us. You don't know the situation. All you know is what you see from the outside. So I could really go in on this person. But I didn't even do that. And how petty. You know, petty. But once again, people don't realize this shit. I wrote her a message on social media asking her, you know, trying to see it from her point of view. I know you don't have kids, so you don't understand how I feel about this situation. But please do not post my kids. One thing about it is, I don't care who he's with. I don't care what they do. But the same situation with me. Supposedly he doesn't care who I'm with and blah, blah, blah. But one thing that the guys that I was with didn't do was take it upon themselves to post my kids on social media and this and that. And you know what? If they did and their father had a problem with it, I would be like, you know what? Don't do that. Because, you know, that's kind of awkward. It's a little awkward. Their father doesn't like it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. And I would even tell the man, don't do that. Because that's a little too far. Like, you can be in pictures. Let's all take pictures, group photos, whatever. But to go out your way to post photos just to hurt the mother, that says a lot about somebody. That says a lot about, especially when I went out of my way. And I asked you, please don't post my kids. I think I even said please. I didn't call her a bitch. I could have said a lot of things. And what does he do? He turns around and posts my message on his Instagram. Like, y'all don't see how petty and bitter and childish that is? That is so childish. And this is the type of shit I've been going through. Like, I understand he already effed up by effing with me and, you know, cheating on her, I guess that's what you call it. Cheating on her with his wife. You know, he's done a lot to her. So, I guess he now has to play the part where I hate her. I hate that woman. You're so much above her. Fuck her. Everything she does. Like, that's the position he's playing. Because I called the other day and she was bathing my daughter. And I know, you guys are probably like, well, she's a woman, but look it. I've never even met this woman in person, okay? And I don't know. You don't know her. I don't know her. We're just going off of his judgment of character. And the fact that, okay, you guys just see what she looks like, so she's a good person. Blah, blah, blah. Boo. But even that makes me feel, it's like, why aren't you bathing your child? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I had said something. I said, where's my baby? She's in the bath. That lady was bathing her. Okay, fine. But I said something like, oh, I was talking to somebody around me. And I said, oh, this one, you know, the chick is bathing the kids. Or I said something like that. And I was talking to, I think Christian was on the phone or something. And he grabbed the phone. Yeah, something that you don't do. I don't bathe my kids? What? Like I said, don't try to shit on me because you're trying to boost her up. Like, that is so childish. So childish. I don't bathe my kids. So when I'm here by myself, who bathes them? My nanny? My what? I know you guys are, oh, Robin used to do everything. No. Don't put that on me. No. I used to do everything for my kids, and I still will do everything for my kids when they come home. It's just crazy. It's not her first time being a side chick. I don't know. I don't have side chick mentality. I don't have that type of mentality. And it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But just the disrespect is at an all-time high. And, you know, I guess I'm not saying anything about what's going on. So once again, he tries to jab me and post that the kid, that, you know, something about Christian playing football. Ew, it's just ew. It's just the lengths that he goes to try to hurt me. Like, honey, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Like, stop it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me tell you something. I'm not even gonna go into that. I'll tell you guys that later. But when I say it's all for social media and the courts, it's all for social media and the courts. And somebody made something funny to me today. Somebody sent me something. They were like, do you think he would be fighting for his kids if he was single? I said, hell to the no. First of all, he can't do anything by himself. Okay? We've already witnessed that. All the apartments he's had, he's lost because he doesn't manage his money well, or he didn't used to. I don't know what he does now. Maybe he does now. But he didn't used to manage his money correctly. He couldn't take care of himself. So all of a sudden, he gets with this person. And, oh, and another thing. When we weren't together before, he's never tried to take my kids away from me. So it's very twisted, and something's going on here where, I don't know, I'm not trying to speak on her whole situation. Maybe she can't have kids. Maybe she just wants to be with somebody who has kids so she can feel like she has kids. I don't really know the situation. But what I am going to say is no, he would not fight for them. He's never fought for them before. And he's never done anything by himself before. So it's crazy how men... And I've heard stories like this, but I've never been through it. It's my first time going through it. Men get in these relationships with these women. I'm not going to call them women. I'm going to call them females. With these females, and just try to take everything from the mother. Like, try to shit on the mother. Try to leave the mother, like, destitute with nothing and broken and lost and abandoned. And it's like, I don't understand how you can be so disrespectful to the mother of your kids. I don't get it. I don't get it. I could never. You know, I could never. Even with everything he's done, I've never even tried to take the kids away from him. I've tried to set boundaries because he doesn't know how to respect me. Like when I moved here, when I came back to Florida, but I've always let him talk to his kids. But, oh, that's what I wanted to say too. You guys don't understand that up until March of this year, he was still speaking sweet nothings into my ear, calling me at 2 in the morning, talking about he wants to be with me, talking about our family, talking about this, talking about that. So, like, when you hear me say these things and talk about this shit, understand that this man plays games, okay? Not just with me. Obviously, with his situation now. Let me tell you a little story time. This is crazy, and I'm going to get off this subject. Up until March, he was calling me, right? Oh, no. February, March. Maybe April. March or April. I don't remember exactly. I know it went on for a couple years. I mean, a couple months. But, like, when I first moved back to Florida. And I had the text messages. It was on my other phone. And I was playing along. I was playing my part, y'all. I was sending him pictures, and I was, you know, whatever. But he was doing it for a while. And it's so crazy how somebody could be so two-faced. You know, he would call me when he was at work. It was always when he was at work. How are you doing? Are you gonna let me hit it? When I come out there, you gonna let me stay there with you? You gonna let me do this? I'm still your husband. And I'm just like, you know, and I was playing along, girl. Because, you know, truth be told, girl, whatever, I wasn't getting none, okay? And I was like, okay, I mean, you know, send me a picture, this and that. And then this is when it stops. This is when the flirting and everything stops. He called me, or I called him one day. I think I called him one day because he wasn't calling no more. He stopped calling. And I was like, you know, what's up? And he was like, you want to send her pictures and send her this and send her that. Which, by the way, I did send her shit when I was in Texas. Because, you know, I went through his phone. So I took her number. And because he kept fucking with me, y'all. Remember, I keep telling y'all he kept fucking with me. And I was like, girl, when I called her up and I told her what he was doing, oh, well, his stuff is at my house. His shit is here. So I don't care I don't care if he's in your bed. Like, that man was literally in my bed because we just had sex all night. But his stuff is at your house. And you feel proud about that, sis? Oh, my God. So, yes, at that point, once I went through his phone and I took her number, he was still texting me, asking me for pictures, fucking with me. I screenshotted the conversations and I would send the shit to her. Like, look at this shit, dumb bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But for real, like, hello, he's still messing with me. But she didn't care. That didn't do nothing either. She was like, oh, it's like they still stay together. But he confronted me. That he was like, why are you sending her shit? Why are you this? Why are you that? And I was like, because you're not about to play with me. And this, like, no. Y'all, it was the most bizarre shit ever. So, anyway, when I talked to her, like, one more time after that, because I told you guys, we had sex. This is the last time we had sex, right? We had sex December, I don't remember. It was the end of December. This man I already told you guys this story. He came over to my house where my little man friend was. Okay, I had my little man friend there. And he stood at the balcony trying to tell my man friend, oh yeah, we fucked last week and we did this. Like, trying to break up my relationship. And then after he did that, he just walked off. It was like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Woke us up all out of our sleep, banging on my door. I wouldn't let him in. So he stood at the bottom of my balcony, looked up at Brandon and told him we slept together a week ago. Like, he was trying to prove something. And I was like, I looked at him like, look, if we gonna do what we gonna do, keep the shit on the hush. Because you got a bitch and I got a friend. So shut the hell up. But of course, he's bitter. And I was already at that point. I was already like, okay, you don't want to fuck with me. So if we gonna fuck around, we gonna fuck around. And y'all, let me tell you something. I could have him whenever I wanted to. It was just a matter of, because he worked right by where I lived. Come over and give me some dick. He would come right over and give me some dick. Like, that's how it was when I lived out there. And was it right? No, it wasn't right. It wasn't right to hurt other people because we can't get our shit together. But it is what it is. Whatever. So the last time we had sex, he said he did that. And he just walked off. Like, he really fucked up our relationship. Which, by the way, Brandon was really fucked up. But fuck him, because he had a whole situation going on himself. But anyway, girl, he was really fucked up. The man cried. He was very upset about that whole situation. It was sad. But, you know, we kept messing with each other because, you know, we had love for each other or whatever. And he understood the situation. I feel like around that time, I didn't even want to have sex with JERROD anymore. Like, I just wasn't into it. And, you know, it's like I had moved on and I was, you know, I was enjoying the situation that I was in. But it's like he just kept pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing to sleep with me again. And I was like, no. Like, I remember, like, I went out one night and I gave the kids to him. I'm on live. Mom, go. Oh, bye, I love you. Mom, bye, I love you. My mom said I'm saying too much. Look, y'all know me. Okay. It is what it is. You want some crackers? Louis here. Louis got a haircut. Boy, come over here. Say hi. He got a haircut. Anyway, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off here. I didn't want to sleep with him anymore. Okay, ladies? I had had enough of the back and forth. Okay? And I didn't want to sleep with him. But I feel like he pressed the situation just so he could turn around and tell Brandon. Okay? Which I gave him the ammo. And he did. Okay? But when he walked away, I was like, oh no, honey. You ain't finna skip away and just he was like walking with pride too. Y'all should have seen him, okay? Chest up, shoulders switching, okay? He felt good. He thought he just broke Brandon's little heart, okay? So what did Olivia do? It was like the next day or the day after. Ring, 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 ring. Okay, I sure did. I called her up. Excuse me, little side chick. Do you know your man was over here? Digging me down, eating my ass. I go in. But I'm just saying, doing everything under the sun to me. Do you know this? Girl, let me tell you something. Gerard must have grabbed that phone so quick. What you talking about? I just hung up on his ass. Nigga, please. Who you talking to? You think you could just come over here and try to ruin some shit and I'm not gonna do the same shit to you? And I wasn't even on that shit. You guys, I didn't care about that little situation over there. Like, you can have that. But you ain't finna come over here and try to mess up what I got. See, that's another thing. He always trying to mess some shit up for me. Always. And I'm just like, why? Why are you trying to mess my shit up? Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Other than it is called the bitter baby daddy syndrome. Okay? And y'all can call me bitter up and down all day long. I actually had a reason to be bitter. And I was bitter for a little bit. But baby, you say move on, I say when. I say how high. You say jump, I say how high. Like, that's how it is. Like, you don't want me? Okay, cool. Well, let me remove myself after you saying it enough times. Cool. But baby, let me tell you something. This whole situation has been a mess from the jump. It's still a mess. And what I'm going to tell you guys is number one, numero uno. He will never, ever touch this again. And y'all can be like, girl, he don't want that. He got that. He don't want that. Girl, please. If he didn't want this shit, then why he still trying to get it any chance he can after he had what he has now? Okay? Why he want all this naturalness, chunkiness? Why he want all this? He got that fake shit over there. What he want this shit for? Right? And why is it... That's nothing. No, I'm not even going to get into that. Why is that? I'm just saying. Girl, don't play with me. Talking about... Let me tell you something about this realness, okay? Let me tell you something. No, we ain't gonna get into that. I'm just saying, don't play with me. Don't talk about something that you don't know nothing about. I'm really sick of people doing that, okay? Like I said, if it was all hunky-dory, people were just in bliss, in everything that they say, everything's so perfect and blah, 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 why were you still trying to mess with me? Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, y'all. Well, first of all, that's my character. But let me tell you something. When I find somebody and I'm really into them, sex is bomb, connection bomb, I don't want to go back. I don't, like, even when I was with Brandon, I don't want to go back and mess with you know who. I only did that because I was still stuck in that cycle. You understand me? You know, it was so new, it was so fresh, and I was still stuck in it. But I didn't even want to do that. You know, what's the point? Like, other than if I want it, if you want it, you want it. But what do I want it for? I mean, the sex was bomb with the dude that I was dealing with. Everything was good. Everything was matching up. Yes, I mean, there was some, you know, everyone's not perfect, whatever. I'm just saying in the beginning stages. But I didn't want to deal with my ex. When I got with the person I was just dealing with, I didn't want to deal with my ex. Like, ew. No, it's just like, I don't need to deal with him. So the fact that he kept dealing with me, kept wanting to deal with me, all the way up into March and April, honey, that just goes to show. Okay, that just goes to show what it is. Y'all can say what you think it is, but it is what it is, okay? And I keep pressing on this issue because I am so sick of people trying to tell me what it is. Stop trying to tell me what it is, honey. When it is what it is, okay? I'm sorry. I guess that's why he's compensating so hard. He's going so hard against me because he has to prove that he doesn't want me. Cool. Well, you keep proving that, baby. I'm going to be over here doing my own thing. I just want my kids. I don't want nothing from you but my children. And that's it. You know, that's it. What's that, baby? What is that, baby? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and delete you. We're gonna hide this.